Oh yeah, Mokuba was super evil. Like, so is Kaiba. Okay, the duel with Kaiba before getting to Pegasus, in the dub, I like specifically remember that he was like, "Oh, the shockwave might knock me off, and I could die if you decide that you'll win this duel right now." In the manga, he's just like, "All right, I'm taking one step back. For every 100 life points I lose, I will jump off this edge and kill myself." Like, oh, okay, Kaiba, that's fine. Like, there's no, "you might kill me." He's like, "No, I'm jumping, dude." Look, card games on motorcycles did it well. The card games on motorcycles were not like this huge, major, important focus. It was just a thing that happened, and they used it well. It was good. Dude, he electrocuted a gang of people in season 0. He was like, "Oh, your friend with that taser there. I propped his arm up, and you're all standing in this puddle. Have fun." Like, ah. At least the dude he set on fire was a convicted murderer, right? Like, he escaped prison. He was on death row for murder. So, like, setting him on fire is a little less like, "Oh, this gang of kids that I'm going to electrocute with a taser." With no stopping. Like, this guy's unconscious with the taser just held down. So these guys are screwed. Alright, dude. Like, he's a wild guy. I'm gonna not take this time. I also feel there was a lot more focus in the manga on the fact that they're very aware that there are two Yugis. It's true, they did torture Joey. Like, they did do that, and they tased him, like, near dead and all that. That happened. But, like, these kids are all high school students, and, like, all these gangs are all about killing each other. Like, what the heck? Well, they implied very heavily that this taser was going to be lethal if they kept doing it. They were very much like, "If we keep going, we're gonna kill him." And then they're like, "Yeah, do it." Like, oh. And like, Kaiba's whole obstacle course thing before the duel with him with Exodia, like, he's trying to kill them. He's just like, "Yeah, you guys are gonna die in here." Like, he puts them against a dude who likes to chainsaw people. Like, what the heck? What is wrong with you? Yeah, the falling blocks, that was like, oh man. He's gonna, like, freaking crush them and splat, like, ah! And then they handcuff Joey to a guy with the chainsaw. Excuse me? Yeah, I had a room with the floor covered in oil. That was also a thing. And this guy is just like, can I kill them yet? And Kaiba's like, not yet. Like, this guy's on the run from the cops for killing people with chainsaws and cutting them up. And we decided to hire him just for this course. And you're just like, okay? Like, it's some serious stuff, man. Yeah, so I'm not in Battle City yet, but I'm aware that there's like the thing where they had the like laser saw blades in the show, and they're just like saw blades that are straight up like about to kill you or something. And like they don't send you to the Shadow Realm when they hit you. They just like, you know, they cut you up because they're blades and you're dead. Ugh. I'm using some mods for this. There is a command for which mods I'm using. Yeah, he did blow that guy up. Oh my god. I forgot about that. They're playing air hockey, but with nitroglycerin on a, like, burning... It's like ice on a burning slab of metal with an explosive in the middle of the ice, and whoever it's close to when the ice melts is just, like, dead. Oh my god. What a yeah. What a yeah. Oh no, like the anime is like all about card games, except Season 0, which is not so much about card games. Like, Duel Monsters is a very small piece of Season 0. And I'm actually kind of curious how they ended up with Duel Monsters being the thing that they ended up focusing on, because I feel like the show could have been Yugi just killing dudes for fun with various games because he's the god gamer. Like that, I feel like that was a reasonable premise that could have existed. I don't know, dude. Heckin' Yu-Gi-Oh! It's crazy. Well, see, I don't know the exact history with Yu-Gi-Oh! So, like, I don't know how much of the manga got published before Konami was like, hey, wait, Duel Monsters, let's do this. And I don't know if that had any impact on whether or not, you know, the show was all, or the manga was all about Duel Monsters instead of, you know, whatever the heck else Yugi wanted to kill people by playing. Yeah, no, actually, there was another company, I guess it was Bandai, right? Bandai got the rights to Yu-Gi-Oh! And printed, like, 3 sets before Konami bought it. Interesting, because I thought that the best arc in Season 0 was the fight against Bakura with the tabletop game. I thought that was awesome. And I thought that it was way better than it was in the anime, where they placed it in the middle of Duel City, or not Duel City, Duelist Kingdom. Like, I thought that was really well done in the manga. I thought that was like a really, really awesome battle. And like the fact that they had to tie dual monsters to it in the anime, I believe, like made it a lot less good. See you, Indy. If you can actually leave. And I also feel like because in Japanese they had this whole season 0 thing, Bakura's character made so much more sense, and like Yami Bakura made a lot more sense too. I'm not gonna go back for that room. Cause like I feel like there's all this implied stuff that you're supposed to know about Bakura, and there's just like not there in the English one. Because there's a lot of important exposition before the tabletop game. Luck. Got it anyway. Easy every time. Yeah, no, that's exactly what I'm saying. That was like the best fight. I did have to do a little bit of suspension of disbelief for all of the, like, dice stuff. But the way he explained dice cheating was actually pretty cool. And then there was just the whole, like, oh yeah, but these dice I could just, like, I just put souls into them so they always do what I want. Ha, easy. But I really like the thing where, like, they damaged Zork, and that part of Bakura was, like, given control back to the good one. I don't know, it was all good. Yeah, like, I liked it anyway. Would recommend. I mean, I guess that makes sense. I mean, Duel Monsters is like a pretty cool plot device. And, you know, the way they tied it in and stuff is, like, pretty cool. I'm fine with it. It's just interesting that that's how it ended up. And now I have a little bit more insight. And I feel like it probably did help to have, like, one focus instead of, what game can Yugi be the best at today? Without ever having played, like, oh, let me just beat the creator of Dungeon Dice Monsters. My first time playing without a great explanation of how it works. Yeah, you know, it's because I'm the best. Duh, I'm so good at games. Also, Yami Yugi is, like, way more cocky in the manga. He is so full of himself. Like, he was full of himself in the dub, but, like, oh my god, he's so full of himself. he doesn't cheat all the time. Like, for the most part, he doesn't cheat at all. But, like, he does cheat at the start of the D&D game. Because he's, like, sure that Bakura is cheating. And he's like, yeah, I know how to cheat dice, man. Check this out. Let me explain it for you. And then he's like, alright, no more cheating here. And they agree to throw the dice in a non-cheating way. And then proceed to not actually throw the dice like that. But it's implied, I guess, that they're following the rules. So whatever. But I don't think that he cheats, like, much at all. He just outsmarts his opponents. Oh, I found one item room. Time to get the other one. Okay. But I don't know. I just like... It's ridiculous how sure he is that he is the best at everything he's gonna try. He's like, oh, a new game? Time to, you know, beat literally anybody and everybody. He's like, I haven't played this before, but you stand no chance against me. I know nothing about this game, but I'm gonna teach you, a master of this game, how to use combos and like how this thing works and like why this is better than what you already know, even though I've never done this before. Okay, dude. Okay, no, so there's like, I don't think that the playing cards without looking at them thing is cheating. That is something you have to suspend your disbelief for, because the cards have souls and they trust each other and friendship and all that. Like, that's not cheating, that's just like... That is just a plot device. Right, yeah, no, Yugi loses and he like faints and then his hand touches the puzzle and it's like, aha! Oh, man. I also liked how in, actually, like, this is a pretty cool plot point, that in Duelist Kingdom, there was a reference to, like, there would come a time when normal Yugi would be able to like beat beat Yami Yugi, and like that actually is a cool reference, or I guess bit of foreshadowing that I appreciated. I don't know. No, I'm still thinking about the one dude with the like monster fight disc thing. The fact that just because that dude stole some like battle gun things, the little discs with the monsters on them, that he just killed that dude. You know, like, why do you kill so many people? Why do you think this is okay? You're in high school. You're a 10th grader. That was great. Yeah, the boxing game thing. The dude stole people's like handhelds and the monsters, and he just killed that dude. What happened with the guy with the scorpion and the shoes? Because, like, I know he tried to... Yeah, no, he tried to kill the scorpion. His scorpion stung him. Like, he's just like... And Yugi knows this is going to happen the whole time. He's just like, oh yeah, I'm going to get this guy to kill himself with his pet scorpion. He's just like, you walked right into my trap. Killing yourself is my trap. Oh. Okay, so Joey really wants these fancy new shoes. So the guy scams him and is like, these are worth like 400 bucks. And Joey's like, heck yeah. Because Joey, for some reason, has like a lot of money and he's not working on like paying his dad's debts like his whole plot line. But anyway, he's like, heck yeah, I'm gonna buy these shoes. So then the dude that sold the shoes to him hired like a gang of people to like beat him up and steal his shoes so he could sell them again. And they find out that this guy did that. So Yugi, you know, challenges him to a game about money where he puts a bunch of money into the shoe, but also puts the scorpion in the shoe because this dude had a pet scorpion. That's his thing. And they have to see who can get more money out of the shoe without getting stung. But then the guy's like, wait, but I have a knife. So he stabs the shoe, planning to kill his pet scorpion, and grabs all the money, but he missed the scorpion, and he dead. And then Joey has the shoes, but the shoes have a knife hole in them because, you know, he stabbed through them. And he's like, yeah, that's cool. These are cool shoes anyway. But yeah, that guy just, like, died. Yeah, no, I mean, like, why, like, reading it again now, and I read it like years ago, but reading it again now, I'm just like, what is Yami doing, dude? He's insane. There are more probably truly insane plots that I'm not remembering yet, even though I just read Season 0 like a couple days ago. Dude, I was gonna die if I took... I guess I wouldn't actually have died. You right. Sorry, I'm very not focused on the game. Yeah, Yami does mean darkness. They never technically refer to him as Yami Yugi. They refer to him as the other Yugi. Dude, no, you know who's freaking evil? Shadi. Shadi is like, what the heck? Why do they not hate this dude so much more than they do? And like the end of the thing with Shadi is like, oh, I'm glad I met you and killed all these people trying to figure out how to meet you because you might be exactly what my like family or whatever has been looking for. Like, you just like killed all these people and they're fine with it. You tried to kill his friends and your takeaway is, wow, the Spirit of the Millennium Puzzle is pretty cool. And they're just like, yeah, whatever. You feel free to leave. I was very bothered by that. Yeah, no, seriously, like, Shadi was, like, horrible. Like, oh my god. That one bothered me. Really, did they never use the scales in the anime? I don't remember that. But yeah, I guess the whole plot point with the scales is just Shadi being a literally horrible person trying to kill everyone just to meet Yami. And since they're past that by the end of season 0, he doesn't need them anymore, so I guess that's why they don't show up again. I guess I'll do that. But then I won't have... whatever, it's fine. Yeah, no, I did like the way they handled, like, Yami's mind. That was cool. I'm fine with that. Didn't they get into that later in the anime, though? Like, didn't Shadi visit that in even the dub? But that was also another instance of Yami is just, like, actually a pretty terrible person. At the same time, Shadi completely invaded his mind, and the fact that he was willing to kill him for that is, like, in context, somewhat reasonable, I guess. I don't know, I vaguely remember Yami's mind and, like, the maze of it all and stuff later. But that could just be me remembering having read through season 0. I was fine dying there. I don't remember if it was after the Pegasus arc. You gotta understand, the last time I watched the anime was like when it was airing on TV in the US. Go into Yami's mind in the last season. That's what I would have thought. Oh, another plot point about the Shadi thing. They knock all of that, like, scientists, all the archaeologists' teeth out and, like, destroy his face. And he's like, yeah, let's all go out to eat. And I'm like, excuse me? Like, why is this dude so okay with this? And I think there was some, oh, we'll explain later. Like, what, you're not gonna explain to this guy why you, like, almost killed him, knocked all his teeth out, and he, like, was a zombie? No, let's go out to eat first. This bothered me. I knew that was happening. That was a little too much suspension of disbelief for me. God dang it. Like, there are some things where I'll just like, hey, yeah, you know, whatever. This is funny. And then there's that. Like, I just can't get past that one. I don't remember if when they finally encounter Shadi again in the anime, if he's horrible. I just remember that at the end, he was like, you know, somewhat of a guide. So I guess they didn't hate him. But like, why? Why didn't they hate him? They should absolutely hate him. Yeah, no, the Shadow Realm was just them censoring death from the show. Everyone sent to the Shadow Realm just got killed. I love it. Wow, I want to get rid of the D Infinity. I absolutely want to get rid of the D Infinity before I absorb. Well, I guess I'll take this. Yeah, stream thing's still going. This is probably the last run. I don't feel I can return to normalcy after discussing frickin' Yu-Gi-Oh! So much. Oh man. This has been great though. Gotta say though, extremely tame final day of the Bit War. There was no back and forth at all. Oh, it's done. I did it. Well, there's not much time for Storm. I'm gonna die. Well, I mean, that's what my free time is right now, is I'm just reading Yu-Gi-Oh! I forgot just how intense Season 0 Yami was. Like, I knew he killed dudes. Oh my god, did he kill dudes? Yeah, I just finished Duelist Kingdom. And I'm just about to start the Dungeon Dice Monsters battle. I definitely, like, didn't see why Pegasus was so forthcoming with information after losing. Like, I know that happened in both versions, but, like, as soon as he lost, Pegasus was just like, here's my life story. You can know anything you want. I'm like, okay, whatever. Yeah, no, I was talking about that, I guess, before you got here. How Bakura just, like, killed him. He just took his eye, left him bleeding there, and he licks the blood off the eye. Like, what is wrong with this guy? Okay, I'm gonna skip this room. Wait, this can't even be the right... Freaking, it has to be a double adversary room. Why is this my life? I don't know how how Yami Bakura got back. Oh, remember that kid with the dragon card game that steals your friggin' soul? And Yugi was just like, yeah, I'm gonna steal your soul instead. Oh my god. I think I have... Oh, look at that. But, like, first off, why did this kid want to play with the things that steal your soul? He knew they stole your soul. Why do you want to steal Yugi's soul? Fucking weirdo. That almost knocked me into the boss. Yeah, no. I can't fly right now. Gotta keep that in mind. Yeah, I mean, I guess so, but like, you're gonna steal his soul? That was the one where, yeah, that was my fault. That was the one where Yugi fell unconscious and touched the Millennium Puzzle, and that brought Yami out. That was that one, I think. God, I'm dumb. And I'm dead. Oh, thought I had. Oh well. Good one. Good one, dude. I'm doing another screw it. I don't know, everyone in the manga is, like, insane. Completely insane. I don't get it. Yeah. Look how good that was, except my tears. I really do look forward to Battle City, though. Battle City is like why I wanted to start this. I wanted to see Battle City, and I wanted to see everything after Battle City, because a lot of that is really fuzzy for me. Like, I don't remember the Big Five. That whole thing. I don't remember that at all. I'm a little fuzzy for, like, wasn't the thing where they went into the computer... wasn't that like an intermission before like the finals of Battle City? That was a little weird. Don't remember much of that. And I especially don't remember pretty much any of what would be Millennium World, I guess. I don't remember after the Battle City finals very much at all. No, he didn't kill, he didn't kill a few people. Like, I don't think he killed the guy who had the really horrible singing voice. He didn't kill the guy that wanted, all the money for, like, beating up Joey and Tristan. He just made him think that the leaves were money, so he looked like an idiot forever. He didn't kill that guy. He didn't kill the TV producer because he just made him see everyone pixelated. Like, there are plenty of people he didn't kill. Yeah, I mean, okay, but, like, do you consider driving someone crazy killing them? Like, it could be, but, like, he didn't murder them to death. You know? And, like, I think that you could absolutely function if everything were pixelated. It would just be really sucky. Yeah, but we're not talking about whether or not death would be nicer. We're just talking, like, he didn't kill everybody that crossed him. Oh man, what a guy. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that, like, Yami is just extremely cocky and likes beating people, but his version of beating people happens to include killing them a lot of the time. Because, like, games are really serious business for him. If he can't bet his life on it, whether implied, not implied, explicitly, or implicitly mentioned, like, someone's gotta die. A game without your life on the line isn't a game worth playing. Oh yeah, I definitely remember that there were points in the anime where it was very questionable whether Yami was, like, a good dude or not. You're already back, Shock? What the heck? How did this happen? Welcome back. We're talking about how horrible a person Yami Yugi is. Especially in Season 0. And we have been talking about this for about 2 hours. Oh yeah, the teacher. And he had the puzzle of her makeup fall off, and then she was really ugly and everyone was mad. What happened with the fortune teller guy? Who just... Oh yeah, he didn't kill him. He just, like, knocked him out, and everyone could see all of his pre-made predictions. So, like, he didn't kill that guy. Even though that guy sucked, man. Yeah, we're trying to come up with how many of his adversaries he didn't murder. And the answer is a few. Oh yeah, the kid with the game where you have the little monsters and the one that ate the other monsters because he was so... My monster is the best. All I remember about him was he was really fat. But I seem to recall having vague feelings of confusion because I think he might have died and, like, regular Yugi knew that. But then, like, the night, because they only last, like, 20 days or whatever, he was, like, happy spending his last night with his, like, pocket monster thing. Thank you for the bit. Oh yeah, Death Tea. That was in Death Tea, Boy Blues. Now let's get Angel Rooms. That was before the mansion, where he found the slip of paper that had blood on it with 2 L's, and he had all of this like crazy logic to determine that the correct button to press was the one that was 11. By the way, there's a guillotine that's going to cut all of their right hands off. Anyway. So he determined through all this logic that 11 was the correct button to press, even though, like, I would have just picked 11 because blood had 2 L's. But he's like, oh, one's an arrow and all this, and I'm like, whatever, dude. Yeah, the dude that was pouring the alcohol and he put the lighter on his hand, that was the escaped convict who was on death row for murder. So the fact that he set that dude on fire and murdered him was a little more okay than a lot of the other people that he murdered. But I am trying and cannot for the life of me remember what happened to the fat kid with the monster-eating monster in his little Tamagotchi thing. Besides the fact that Yugi's monster leveled up and beat it up. And I've got this feeling that that guy died, but I am not sure. I am just not sure. He was just like, dang, it's dead. Alright, that works. Because you never see him again, right? Like, part of the reason it was kind of okay for him to kill a lot of these non-characters was precisely that they were non-characters that you never see again. At the same time, some of them he left in, like, very plain sight, dead. And I'm like, does no one care that these people are just lying here dead and the last person they were seen with was Yugi? Is this fine? You're in high school. Why is this okay? Season 0 is an experience. You should go experience it. Like, if you only know the show because you watched what aired in America, you might be like, there was so much character exposition and, like, general exposition that just didn't exist. And some of this stuff seems a little out of place. That's because it happened in Season 0. There was all that exposition, and the flow of events makes a little more sense. But also, it's, like, insane. Like, you gotta do a lot of suspension of disbelief. I don't know that I agree, Boy Blues. I think that some of the plot lines were pretty good, but I think that a lot of it felt more fillery than, like, the filler plot lines did in, like, the show. Because it's just like, I feel like the Game of the Week thing was a little old, because some of them were just not that interesting, you know? Well, the thing about this, like, the Shadow Realm is it's just the Shadow Realm when the stakes involve your life, pretty much. The Shadow Realm was 4Kids' way of censoring the fact that everyone's freaking dying in this show about card games. So if they weren't putting their lives on the line, Or if there was no penalty game, etc. There's no Shadow Realm. Finger guns are honestly great, though. Everyone's just like pointing at Kaiba. Bandit Keith just points at Pegasus's head and stuff like that. That's great. That's just like, how can we make this work? I know, we'll just take the gun out and make them point. It's very threatening. Also, I think in Duelist Kingdom, when Kaiba is just getting to the island for the first time and is about to duel Joey, didn't they kind of skip most of the part inside the helicopter in the English version? Like, I don't remember pretty much anything that Kaiba did in that helicopter until I read it just like yesterday. But he, like, puts the dude's head in his heavy metal briefcase and is like, I will crush this dude's head. I don't care about getting blood on my cars. I'm like, okay, dude. Whew. But, you know. Kaiba's a man on a mission and whatnot. What are you gonna do? Well, weren't the energy discs, didn't they send you to the Shadow Realm? I thought that was the thing that happened. But I think that in, like, the manga, maybe also in the Japanese version, doesn't someone, like, lose their legs? Or at least get killed? Yes, Topaz. Yes, he did. Pegasus was like, penalty game! And then his hand turned into a gun and he shot himself. And there was blood. So, like, okay. No, I'm not doing it. Hi, Captain Awesome. Yeah, no, we've been talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! For 2 hours. I didn't mean to, but, like, I kind of meant to. And I'm, like, not even close to finished. There's so much more for me to experience. We'll do this again. In, like, a week. Because at least, like, I'm probably going to finish Battle City in, I want to say 3 days, maybe. Note I haven't started Battle City yet. But Battle City, I think, is going to have a lot of differences, and I'm looking forward to them. They changed Mako Tsunami's backstory a lot, I think. Wasn't his father dead in the anime? Or at least in the English version? Didn't, like, the sea take his father and he wants to find him or something? Instead of just their boat? Didn't, like, he also lose his father? Yeah, in the manga, he's just like, his dad's fine. He just wants a boat. Because he and his dad lost his boat. He just, like, wants another boat. I was like, what? Why would they even bother changing that? That one confused me. It's like, that made the show a little darker, technically. But for no reason. So actually, I'm doing a lot, like, I'm having a lot better of a time suspending my disbelief of following any rules in Yu-Gi-Oh! Whatsoever in the manga right now. Because it feels more relevant, like, it feels less like they're just ignoring the rules and more like the rules are actually different. Even though, like, I understand that's the case in the show as well, obviously, but like it feels more okay that the rules are like so ridiculous and they're like summoning all these monsters without sacrifice and whatnot. Like there's a lot more reference to the way the rules are supposed to work. With like a, oh, you summoned a monster this turn, so you can't, like, you know, you can't activate this card or that card, or like you set 2 cards, you can't summon a monster, or you did this, you can't attack. Like there's a lot more reference to the way the rules are supposed to work in the context. So it feels less like they're just making stuff up. And the way they implemented all the environmental stuff in Duelist Kingdom feels a lot more, like, acceptable. So I actually really appreciated that. Oh, no. And, like, there's specific reference to the fact, like, in Kaiba's duel on the rooftop with Yugi, that the rules are different with this duel disc, and, like, you can do this and that you can't do normally. And then, like, when Kaiba duels Pegasus, he has to agree that they're using these rules instead of those rules, and, like, yeah, no, I understand that, like, the creator of the manga created all of these things before the OCG existed, before Konami had rights and all that, and like the rules were the rules then, they were correct. And they weren't like conflicting with the way everyone's playing the game at home, because no one was playing the game at home. It wasn't a real game. But like, because there was that like level of this doesn't actually exist, he actually explained the rules more. God dang it. So, like, it felt a lot less ridiculous the way they were playing. Yeah, Battle City was like when they started following the rules of the OCG, more or less. And, like, it felt more correct at the time because, like, that's what we were playing when we played. It's like, I definitely appreciated Battle City when it was airing in America. Just because I was also playing at home. And I was like, hey, this actually kind of matches what you actually do in this here card game. But reading it has given me a bit more of an appreciation for the rules they played by in Duelist Kingdom. Because there was more explanation and sense to them than, I'm gonna just do whatever I want. And all of the attack this and that, and your castle's gonna fall on all your monsters and you're gonna lose and stuff, like, actually felt like it wasn't just, I'm making stuff up. It felt like this is actually cool and innovative strategery from your resident king of games. Because he's better than everyone. He thinks so many turns ahead and still acts surprised when he gets a trap card played on him, even though he planned that trap card to get played on him. Like, whatever, dude. This is a Yu-Gi-Oh! Stream today. Just today. Thanks. Should do an actual Yu-Gi-Oh stream, but like I don't play any Yu-Gi-Oh anymore of any kind. And I can't just like stream me reading the manga. I don't think that that's a thing I can do. Yeah, but like I don't want to play in the current format. And just like I don't like the card game after. Basically, I like when synchros were the only, you know, like relevant extra deck. Basically, a format or two before the XYZ stuff came out. Yeah, right. No, I'm just in it for Yami killing dudes. Honestly, though, like the Yu-Gi-Oh video games are like whatever. I don't care. Part of the reason I played the card game when I did was just like it's what my friends were doing. It was something we could do when we hung out. I didn't pour a lot of money in it. I poured a little money into it. And sometimes, like, I borrowed their decks or something like that, just to play with them. Like, I wasn't, like, great. No, I'm gonna put this up to YouTube and not label it as anything special because this is just how the stream went. People will like it or they won't. I think it's fun. If people don't like it, it happens. Rebirth is way better than the original. Way, 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 way better. I mean, people proxied some things. Like, here. Yu-Gi-Oh! Isn't a cheap game by any means, you know? Like, I remember when, like, Pot of Duality came out. That card was like $120. For a long time. And then the tour guide was real expensive, over 150. Maybe it was like 230 or something. CM1994, thank you so much for the 35-month sub. Thank you very much for sticking around. That is almost 3 years. I mean, I played in, like, pretty casual tournaments at a local game shop. Again, because that's what my friends were up to. So I was like, yeah, let's go. Duality was expensive because it was really good. Basically. I didn't run a super expensive deck or anything. I just ran like an affordable but still meta deck, you know? I ran Black Wings. Most expensive card in my deck probably was like maybe $40. Oh, that kind of cheap. There were the days before I played. Again, I only played for like a very brief 2 or 3 formats. But there were some real dumb decks that I heard about. Where, like, I remember everyone talking about Troop, Dupe, Scoop. And I don't remember what that deck was called, but I remember that you did some form of, well, you Troop, Dupe, and then they scoop, and then it's over, and you won. I hated Glad Beasts. Glad Beasts were like anti-meta and really annoying to play against. It's just not fun. I didn't like them. When I was getting out, there were like all these dragon decks that were running wild. There was Gravekeepers was doing mega work. But I liked like relatively meta, but kind of like decks you went hard with. No, I never played any other TCGs or CCGs or anything. I liked Blackwings. I really liked Plant Synchro, but Plant Synchro was expensive and I didn't have it, so sometimes I used my friend's because he had it. That was a great deck. Junk Doppel was just like a meme that you went really hard with, and I loved Junk Doppel. First turn shooting Quasar Dragon, like, yeah! That was a good feeling. Oh yeah, 6 Sams, those not fun. I really disliked Glad Beasts, those screw Glad Beasts. My friend ran a gadget deck for a while. That was a decently fun deck to play. Well, a lot of things have been getting unbanned in formats since I stopped playing. Because they stopped being relevant. It's like, oh yeah, Goyo's at 3 now, because no one's gonna run Goyo anyway, or something like that. And then there was the eternal struggle between Goyo and Colossal, and etc. Then isn't like Trishula unlimited now and no one's gonna run Trishula because it sucks now, but like whatever. Screw Trishula though. Ugh. And then Brio. Brio was like busted as heck. And I don't know if Brio is still busted as heck, but I still have my Blackwing deck, mostly. I was borrowing a few of my extra deck monsters, so I gave those back. But like, I still have most of my Blackwing deck. Deck played well, I really liked it. Oh, Brio's once per turn now? I see. I mean, that was real dumb. It's like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna remove your whole field now. Goodbye. It's like, oh, that's nice. And then there was the whole calling Prio thing, when it's just like, why would you have to call Prio if your card has priority? Just like, is the game at a point there where like, you have to hope that your opponent doesn't know how to play in order to win? Like, I don't know. It's weird. I should probably look at the screen. Should probably look at the screen, he says as he continues not looking at the screen. With Jenny. Found your deck and you're disgusted with yourself. I can at least look back on my deck and be like, yeah, this was fine. This was a meta deck that wasn't that annoying to play against, and sometimes it just went a little ham. Oh, Collude at 3. What a good world that was. There are a handful of like one-turn kill decks, and I'm like there have been every format, and I'm sure there still are. But a lot of the time, one-turn kill decks weren't meta. Except Junk Doppel. Junk Doppel was a meta one-turn kill deck. So the meta has one-turn kills now? That's good. I'm glad the game is good. No, Deadpool, I do not. See, I like Junk Doppel just because Junk Doppel was, like, a reasonable chance that you will first turn shooting Quasar Dragon and be able to just double attack and win instantly. Shooting Quasar Dragon is so dumb. It's like, hey, you can negate anything you want. Also, you can attack twice with this 4,000 beater. Yeah! Oh. I'm about to die. I should like. There's health if I live through this room. Okay. I think the Synchro formats were really fun, Shock. It's once the formats got past Synchros that it was like, why does this exist? This is annoying. Dude, nice black bar. I saw that one. The best decks were obviously decks where you just mill until you get Exodia in your hand. Draw your whole deck turn 1, get Exodia. Easy. You know what other deck I didn't particularly like playing against? Lightsworns. Lad was annoying, and just how long their turns took was annoying. I actually got hit. That's really bad. Field spells are important nowadays. There's a new one. Yeah, Judgment Dragon was the one I meant. Either way, heck Lightsworns. Yeah, JD. One of my friends ran Lightsworns. And he's just like, Can I play yet? No. My turn's still going on. I'm still in the draw phase. I've done like 10 things. Okay. Did they ever do anything to make chains less ridiculous? Like, I kind of doubt it, but like... Hello, I'm going to chain every card in my deck to my draw. Well, okay. Or to your draw, like, you know. It's like, remember how it's your turn? Allow me to do everything in my deck now. Anyway, I hope one of the differences between the manga and the anime is that Yami is like a lot more horrible of a person by the end than he was in the show. Because like, as he's becoming better from knowing Yugi, I'm just like, but this may mean he's not gonna kill more dudes. And of course, all I want from him is for him to kill all the dudes. Nah, dude, Yami's the serial killer. I'm just enjoying his terribleness. But I think that him not killing Kaiba is like the turning point, and he's gonna be a pretty chill dude. Sad timeline, you know? Nah, regular Yugi's important. Thanks for the bit. Yeah, regular Yugi just can't, like, die. He gets his soul taken a couple times, but, like, it's chill. It's just your friendly neighborhood soul stealing, and not like you're dead forever soul stealing. Or you're in a coma for literally a year, but you haven't really, like, you know, your body's still fine. That's Kaiba, by the way. There's like specific mention that it's been about a year since his duel with Yugi. And he still hasn't woken up. Like, wow. Why is he fine? He just like gets up and takes on two like security dudes, kicks them out of his helicopter, flies it to an island. Whatever, man. No, that's not like what he shattered his soul into pieces that young Kaiba had to assemble. I don't think there was so much like monster-filled nightmare to it, you know? This fight is gonna suck. Yeah, the nightmare was the first time. And that was a lot more brief than a year. Wow! Oh, I'm dead. Wow, I got sniped by it twice. Wow. Ugh.